I don't know about you, but boat batteries can be extremely frustrating. Hi there, welcome to the Bass Fishing Life. I'm your host, Steve Rogers. Before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and punch that notification bell. Thank you so much. Well, if you've owned a boat, any boat, for any length of time, you've probably experienced problems with your boat batteries. Well, today I'm going to talk about some simple steps that you can take to solve this problem and maybe, just maybe, never have an issue with your batteries again. Now, boat batteries, in my opinion, especially if you're a bass angler, and if you're watching this channel, you probably are, boat batteries are by far and away the most important item on your rig. Right up there on the front of the boat, on that trolling motor, is where we spend 99% of our time. So if your boat batteries are not working well, your day is going to be frustrating. It's going to be shorter than you wanted it to be. You may have the back compartment lit up with all kinds of tools and stuff trying to figure out what's going on. This single area, I feel, is the most important part of your boat, but it's often an area where anglers will skimp on the price or skimp on the quality of the batteries that they have in their boat. It's kind of ironic. It's the most important part, but yet it's often an area where we won't spend the money or won't take care of them as much as we should. And I myself, I am guilty just as much as anybody else, and that's why I'm talking about this really important topic today. The first thing that I want to discuss is the differences between an AGM battery and a regular lead acid deep cycle, which most of us have had or still do have in our boats. AGM stands for absorbent glass mat, okay, AGM. Most of your major battery manufacturers offer AGM deep cycle batteries, and they have several factors or characteristics to them that make them an excellent choice. First off is they are completely sealed. You don't have to pop the tops off them, put the distilled water in there, check them, all that type of stuff. They are completely sealed batteries, which means that they are leak proof. You can mount them in different angles depending on the situation you have in your boat. They will take more recharge cycles than a traditional deep cycle battery, which is super important because you can get a longer lifespan out of those batteries. Another key factor with AGM batteries is they are much more vibration resistant than a traditional lead acid deep cycle battery. And I don't know about you, but when you're out in the boat and you got rough waves and you're driving, you got all kinds of crazy things going on, there's a lot of vibration that takes place in that back part of the boat, and those batteries are always bouncing around. So your AGMs are going to handle that type of banging around way better than a traditional lead acid battery. Now, probably the biggest negative to them is their initial cost. You could be anywhere in that $200 price range up to like $350 or even $400 for a single battery, and depending on how many banks you have on your boat, you may need 3 or 4 batteries, so that initial investment is going to be pretty hefty, but they are going to last much longer. I feel that your cost per year is definitely going to be worth that initial investment. So AGM versus lead acid traditional deep cycle, I would lean towards the AGM batteries. It's something that I'm going to be putting in my boat, hopefully come this next spring. The second thing I want to talk about, which I think is so critically important for prolonging the life of your batteries, is the type of charger that you use. And if you have a bass boat, aluminum or fiberglass, you've probably got an onboard charger. Now, I just want to say up front that Minn Kota has not paid for this. They have not given me any product for free or a discounted price. They have not sponsored this video or this channel whatsoever. But I want to talk about the Minn Kota Precision series of onboard chargers. I first put one in probably 5 years ago, an onboard charger, back when I just needed a 2-bank charger, and then I upgraded through a 3-bank charger when I changed my trolling motor. I can say that out of everything that I've done on boats over the years, aftermarket things that I've bought, whether they're electronics or different types of accessories I could mount on my boat, you know, stuff to do with live wells, the outboard motor, whatever, that the Minn Kota Precision onboard charger has been the single best investment I have ever put on a boat. I will never own a boat without one again. As a matter of fact, if I buy a boat, even if it's a brand new one, and it comes with some other aftermarket or some other onboard charger, I'm just going to take that thing right off right from the get-go, put one of these Precisions on, or tell my dealer, take off that one that comes with it. I want a Minn Kota Precision onboard charger. Now, let me tell you something here that I am not super proud of, but it gives you an idea of how great these onboard chargers are. I have a 24-volt trolling motor, so I got 2 deep cycle batteries, and I have 1 cranking battery, so I have a total of 3 back in the back compartment of my boat. One of those deep cycle batteries is going on 7 years old, and it still has given me 0 problems. Okay, I've made sure that, you know, I've checked the water level, which is why I want to get one of those AGMs I was talking about earlier. But this Minn Kota Precision charger, not only does it charge the battery, it maintains them. So when you have your boat in storage for a long period of time, it checks the levels in it, and it is a charger that you can leave plugged in. Sometimes people in the past have had trouble with trickle chargers where they actually boil out that water or burn that water out over a course of time because that trickle charger does not regulate in all of them. But this Minn Kota Precision charger, it's simple. You plug it in, you leave it all winter long, keep it plugged in, and I promise you those batteries are going to be in good shape when you fire that boat up the first time in the spring. So like I said, Minn Kota paid me nothing for this, but I wanted to share with you the single best investment I have put on my boat. My batteries give me 0 troubles. I can be out 8, 9, 10 hours fishing all day long with that trolling motor just going to town, and I have plenty of charge. I know that they are in good shape. So if you want more information on those, I've got some links down below, but just a really, really great investment. So between going into AGM batteries, absorbent glass mat, and getting a good Minn Kota Precision onboard charger, I'm pretty confident that I can sit right here and tell you, you most likely will never have a battery problem again, or if you do, they're going to be minimal compared to what maybe you've had in the past. So I hope that these couple simple explanations of batteries in your bass boats, what type of batteries to get, how to maintain them, best onboard chargers that are out there on the market, will make your fishing season more efficient. You'll have less trouble, and you'll be able to forget about what's going on with those batteries. You're going to be in good shape. Another thing that I want to talk about is when you go to purchase an onboard charger, you may have something that says a 30 amp charger, but if it's a 3-bank charger or hooked up for 3 batteries, that means each bank is going to have 10 amps for a total of 30 amps. So make sure that you check out the amps that are listed on that charger and how many banks that it has, because it's going to split that out evenly over those. So that is real important to keep in mind. Me personally, whenever I buy an onboard charger, I get one for each of my deep cycle batteries, and then I like my cranking battery on this Precision onboard charger conditioner as well. So I've got 3 batteries on my boat, 2 deep cycle and a cranking, and I've got a 3-bank charger. Now some folks may ask, well, you know, my outboard has got an alternator on it and it charges that one up, it's fine, which is true. I've had that situation in the past before where my onboard only took care of my deep cycles, but I've had fewer problems over the years with an onboard charger that is hooked up to the cranking and to the deep cycle batteries as well. Remember, all your accessories, your graphs, and some of these boats have got 2, 3, 4 graphs on them. All of those things run off of your cranking battery, so I like to keep that one in tip-top shape as well. If you have a 36-volt trolling motor and a cranking battery, that means you're going to have 4 batteries in the back of your boat. You would want to get a 4-bank charger. If you have a 12-volt trolling motor and a cranking battery, a 2-bank charger is going to do everything that you need it to do. Well, I hope that this helps you out. If you have questions, feel free to go ahead and message me right here on the channel down in the comments. I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Make sure that you go out and encourage somebody today. You never know what a difference you're going to make in their life. For the Bass Fishing Life, I'm your host, Steve Rogers.